Hello everybody, welcome to Conservation Conversation. This is the show where I have a nice long sit down and a cup of tea and a chat with all the best nature and outdoorsy type people who would answer my emails. This week we're meeting Dave the Plantman. He's got roughly 5,000 times more followers than us on social media, but you know, we're getting there. Dave is a horticulturalist with over 40 years experience, and obviously his YouTube channel is the YouTube channel of the week this week. I've got more recommendations like that coming up for you at the end, and Dave has got a theory about how you can balsam bash without eroding soil. That's coming up in part 2, but for now, let's go over to Wigan, where Dave is telling me about one of his most successful videos.
I did one on acorns, getting kids, go and get an acorn. It's about October when they all start falling off. This year's going to be a bumpy year, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Because we've had such a good spring.
Yeah.
There's millions of acorns this year.
Great.
Big fat uns. So wait till they drop off in autumn and you find them on the floor, and if you find one that's already chitting, already starting to grow,
Yeah.
just get a yoghurt pot, make an hole in the bottom, fill it with soil, put your acorn in, and you can grow an oak tree.
Amazing.
And one day it would look like these.
What we sat underneath there?
Oak trees.
That's an oak, is it?
That's an oak tree, yeah.
That's beautiful. It looks like it's not leafing.
No, these two, this is a dead oak
That's
tree.
dead.
But
Yeah.
there's that many species of animals
Yeah.
and insects and bugs and everything
Yeah.
that live on an oak tree. And there's thousands of things rely on oak trees for food
Absolutely. Yeah.
and habitat.
Even when it's dead?
Even the dead one.
Yeah, absolutely.
We like fungus now. We like
Yeah.
foraging for fungus and looking
Okay,
for different
nice.
fungus. And we found in this wood, and just 200 yards away from here, we found one called chicken in the woods.
Okay.
Which is one of the best edible funguses you can buy. That
Yeah.
lives on oak trees.
So I saw your video on that, but tell me, what you can eat it? Why chicken in? Do you know why it's called chicken?
I think
in
it
the
tastes a bit like chicken. The
Oh, nice
texture and everything is like chicken.
Fantastic.
I have eaten it.
Yeah.
But I was given it by an expert forager. I like finding them. I'm not that bothered. I'd rather go to the supermarket and buy mushrooms. I'm not that
Sure.
bothered about. But we also found one, again, not that far from here,
Yeah.
called the beefsteak fungus. And that grows on oaks as well.
Yeah.
And it looks like a raw piece of meat sticking out of a... and you cut it and it bleeds and it's got meat, it's red throughout. And that's an edible fungus.
Lovely.
So we're finding out, we found all sorts in here.
It's almost endless what you can find. Like you said, before we started filming, we might have got some of it, I don't know. You were showing me all these plants around here. There was a time in my life, way into my 20s, when I didn't know any of this. I was one of those people that would have walked through the woods and not known what I was looking at. It was interesting to hear that you even had an option at school for your sort of rural sciences and that, because it's not in schools. I think what I'm coming round to saying is I think you getting the message out and putting it out on social media is a brilliant thing to get people interested. Have you heard from people who are saying, well, I didn't know any of this and now I do?
Well, I never, when people ask me questions, there's no such thing as a daft question. If you don't know what you don't know. And so if somebody asks you something that, you know, which we consider pretty basic, if you don't know it, I will tell you.
Absolutely.
And that's what I try and do. I try my best to get people going on plants, even if it's like growing an acorn, growing an apple pip, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Once you get that bug and you've got success from that,
Yeah.
then the next thing you start buying a few plants and then you've got your own little space. You can create your own little bit of heaven. And get away from everything else.
Absolutely.
I was talking to a lady at one of the shows I went to, and she showed me pictures of her garden. It was a tiny little garden. Everything was in pots, and she had all these aces and all these plants. And she showed me the picture from where she worked she worked from home. She showed me the picture, and the view from her patio windows was amazing.
Really?
And she lived in a small house with a little cottage with a tiny little back garden. But she created her own little world.
So for you, you're looking at that result there for that lady. Is it the flowers, pretty flowers? Is it the pollinators and the other species? What gets you going for all this sort of stuff? Or is it just, you know, all of it, the nature side of things?
All of it, yeah. I mean, on our YouTube channel, we we tend to concentrate on wildlife, and we do the longer format videos, and we go for walks with Norman, and anything I find that I think my followers would be interested in, we talk about. Anything you can eat. I always say, don't eat anything if you're not sure what it is.
Sure.
But even nettle seeds, nettle shoots, things that you walk past every day, there's more nutrients, I think, in nettles than there is in spinach.
Really?
Yeah, and
There's
it's
a
full
good
of
one.
vitamins. It's got
Okay.
vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D. You look it up. Nettles
Yeah.
are brilliant. Nobody eats them.
I've never eaten them, and I do want to, but I think a lot of people out there are killing these with chemicals and things like
Well,
that.
I mean, that's what you've got to watch out for. You've got to make sure they haven't been sprayed with weed killer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's the downside of eating anything out of the wild if you don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think anybody's been in here with a weed killer looking at it.
You would hope not, wouldn't you?
So I had to buy this budding knife to learn how to bud.
5.
What's that all about?
He's got his own budding knife he
All
wants
right.
to tell you about. We'll do that
Anyway,
later.
I've never seen anybody with one of these budding knives out the industry.
Yeah.
My granddad had one,
No way.
and I've got them both now. I've got my granddad's and mine,
Lovely.
and so I think it's in the genes. I think it's his ball he's after. That's
Should
what
we
he's
get
after.
his ball?
Yeah,
Right, 5. Where is it?
he's got it now.
He's got it, has he? We'll leave him be, as long as he's not bothering you.
Not bothering me.
Excellent. Doesn't seem like a lot bothers you, Dave. to tell you
No,
the
I'm
truth.
getting to an age now where not a lot bothers me,
Good on you.
and I'm also learning to not get worked up about anything.
Yeah, there you go. I've been very rude, Dave. Would you like some tea?
Go on then.
I've brought some tea for you,
So
mate.
you'd never ask.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we got straight into
I'm
it.
sat here spitting feathers, it's sunburn it back of my head, and you're sat with all that tea.
Bless you. Sorry, pal. Do you take milk?
Yes, please.
I've brought only today bovine cow's milk.
Well, that's all I drink.
All right, fair enough. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't drink this fancy stuff.
Not the fancy stuff.
No.
I mean, is it fancy anymore?
I was brought up on proper milk
Proper.
with an inch of cream on the top.
Oh, sounds amazing. Executive producer wife and I do get it in a glass bottle delivered now.
Do you?
Yeah, we've gone back to
And
that.
do you get cream on top?
Not unless we leave it.
No, this comes with cream on top.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you
Here
very
are, sir.
much.
I hope that's to your taste. I can't remember where we were up to, but I'll ask you a different question if you don't mind, Dave.
No, but no problem.
Your passion is horticulture and
Plants.
plants specifically. Do you consider yourself a conservationist? Are
Yeah.
you a conservationist?
My style of gardening is it's environmentally friendly. I think it's the best way of putting it.
Right, gotcha.
I use a shredder and a pair of secateurs is my two weapons. I chop it, shred it, mulch it, put it back on the garden.
Yeah.
So I don't need to. It doesn't have to go in landfill. It doesn't have to go anywhere. I've just and if you put mulchings of the plants you've chopped down back onto the garden and put it on thick enough, you then get. You can scratch. When I first moved in my garden 30 years ago, it was a clay. It was a new build on clay soil.
Right.
And it was a clay field, and it didn't drain, and it was just thick clay.
Yeah.
And I've turned that now. When I put my hand in the soil and move it, everything moves. It's full of wildlife, full
Fantastic.
of invertebrates, because it's that thick with rotten vegetation, because I keep putting it back on. No weeds can grow, there's no room. So I don't do any weeding because I don't need to.
Perfect.
And I recycle everything I chop down.
Yeah.
Try to. If I'm doing a big job, then the green bin has to come in. But
Sure.
because shredding takes time.
Yeah.
But I've always had a shredder and I've always had a pair of secateurs, and that's my main two weapons.
I've been after
and
a
now
shredder.
I'm into saws now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. For bigger jobs, what's got you?
Well,
into that?
we've got these pole saws that we've been doing a lot of videos with.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
the chainsaw ones.
Yeah.
And you can, take branches off and things. It's more fun.
Quality. It does look fun. So I've watched a lot of your videos.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Full disclosure, Dave. You've got a mix, haven't you? Somewhere you're out in lovely places like this, and then some in the garden as well. are they equally important to you, your garden and then the natural world, or what would you say to that?
I think the natural. I think this is something that I say. We are apes. At the end of the day, me and you are just a species of ape. I'm not insulting you. What's Norman found?
None taken.
A butty box. Ah, Norman.
Oh, Norman.
So, apes and gorillas in particular, they've worked out that we can see more colours of green than any other animal.
Oh, okay.
So me and you sat here now surrounded by green is our natural environment, our natural habitat. So if we were gorillas, we'd be sat here and we're totally chilled.
Yeah.
And the green colour, because we can see so many greens, is a relaxing colour for humans. So I think if you have a green space anywhere, then it's got to calm you down.
Yeah.
And gardening is great for your mental health, because when you're gardening, you just think about gardening. You don't think about anything else.
Very true. It sort of turns all the other stuff off, all the noise, doesn't it?
Yeah. What
is gardening to you then, Dave? You do a lot of the sort of very environmentally friendly garden with your mulching and shredding and that. But you've described some people with their pots, you know, growing their flowers.
I'm growing pots.
Yeah. It all counts, is that right?
I'm just a plant fanatic. I mean, my garden, I'm not called Dave the Gardener, because my garden isn't a pristine garden. My garden is a collection of plants that I've picked up over the years. Yeah. And if I like something, I'll take it home. I've now got to a stage where I'm walking up and down the garden with a plant I've brought home. Yeah. I want to plant it. Nowhere to plant it. I'd have to dig something out to plant it.
Nice.
Because it's just a jungle.
Yeah.
It's not dissimilar to here.
Absolutely.
Round here, it was all engineering. Yeah. So schooling, I did physics and metalwork, and I was going to be an engineer and go into engineering. Yeah. But then jobs were so scarce. Getting an apprenticeship in engineering in those days was almost, you had to be really, you know, top of your tree. Right, yeah. And I've got this, I didn't know at the time, I'm dyslexic. Okay. So I just thought I was thick, because I wasn't no good at doing exams and things like that. Sure. And I did a psychometric test a few years ago. Right. And that's the first time that somebody said to me, "You're above average." That's the first time. I was 62.
Above average?
Intelligence.
Oh, there you go.
And that's the first time, all through schooling, all through my life, I've been, because I was dyslexic, I thought I was thick.
That's horrible, to be honest with you, mate.
You're programmed. At comprehensive schools, you know, they had, the clever ones got in the top class because they could read, write, spell and do all that. And the ones who couldn't do that played with raffia and went in the bottom. Anyway, I'm good at raffia.
What's that, what you're showing me there?
This is a piece of cordage where me and my friend who does all the filming, Bob, we do, he makes his own beer. Okay, so nice one. When we've had a very energetic long walk on a Sunday morning, we need some light refreshment, so we go in Bob's garden. He gets his beers out, and it's the best beer you can find anywhere. It's better than anything that you can buy in a pub.
I can believe it.
And something I do is just take the time away. I get some nettles, bash them up, get the fibres out, take the inner wood pith out of it, make it into fibre, twist it round, make some cordage and make bracelets.
It's lovely, that.
But that's out of a nettle. You'd be amazed how strong that fibre is in nettles. Bob's just got nettled. Oh, yeah. And nettle sting is histamine. So if you sting yourself enough with histamine, if you've got hay fever, this is the trouble with people nowadays. Yeah. I don't think they eat enough dirt, and I don't think they get out in the environment enough. If you get stung enough with nettles, that's building your antihistamine to protect yourself against the nettle stings. Okay. So once you're okay with getting nettled, then you don't have to take antihistamines.
See, that's quite interesting. I've had this thought for a long time. Obviously, on the way over, you've pointed out quite rightly, I don't wear the right trousers when I'm doing this stuff, Dave. I do get stung all the time, but over time, it just stops bothering you quite so much. Do you think?
Good for you. Well, yeah, the Romans used to use it to warm the legs up when they were marching with the skirts on. They used to warm the legs up, and I've seen it where if you've got a bit of arthritis or rheumatism,
Yeah.
if you nettle yourself in that spot, the blood rushes to that spot,
Yeah.
and it helps to heal yourself from anything that you've got wrong with you.
Very interesting.
So-
So I mean, I'm going to call you a plant expert if you don't mind.
Well, I've got to be getting there now.
You've got to be getting there, but there's more to learn, I reckon, don't you?
And every day's a school day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
I preach gardening,
Yeah.
but people tell me stuff. You will never know everything there is about horticulture. Never in a million years. Because I mean, we went over to a plant breeder in Holland once, and we consider ourselves pretty good horticulturalists. And there was these two rhododendron plant breeders, and they were making jokes about different species of rhododendron. Just imagine if you crossed this rhododendron with this rhododendron. Just imagine what you get. And me and him were sat there going, just not a, and that made me realise you'll never stop learning.
Absolutely. And I mean, you know, you could go deep into the Amazon rainforest or any of the other rainforests, and there's people there who know stuff that we don't know in this country.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you think, you know, so what to you then, if someone wants to get into that line of work, what are they going to be doing in their career? What did you do as a horticulturalist?
Well, I went into from college I went into a wholesale nursery, and that was supplying garden centres with plants. And I've been on the wholesale side all my life, but you can also go into the retail side and work in garden centres. So, or get into parks and gardens, get into ecology, get into working with the environmental agency. There's Canal and Rivers Trust. There's loads of stuff.
They're a wonderful organisation, brilliant they are. So I think that's an interesting question actually. You said you were in the, what exactly was your job title again, so I don't get it
I was
wrong?
a sales and marketing manager for a wholesale nursery, and I used to come up with these great ideas, well I thought they were great ideas, on how to sell plants to public.
Yeah.
But the only way I could communicate with the public was through a plastic label that you put on the plant and said, this plant's good for defensive planting. If you plant a pyracantha hedgerow in your garden, it will keep birdlers out. And so I did all that kind of stuff, promoting plants for purpose. But it's not easy to get through from where I was to the public.
Yeah.
Now, I can just say it on my social media channel, and my public and my followers see it straight away.
That's brilliant.
So I've now got a direct link, which I've been trying to do all my life, educate people and tell people about plants. I've now got a direct link to people out there and of all all levels of horticulture. From experts, I get some old people who are experts, young experts as well. To young people coming into the industry, or old people who are just interested, who've never. A lot of people say I've never had the guts to do it. I'm frightened of gardening.
Oh really?
Because everything I touch dies.
Oh.
And then they've been following me, and then I get messages saying, you should see my garden, I did exactly what you said, and look at my results. And that's what gives me the pleasure.
It seems to make you very happy.
It does.
That's great. That really is great.
The feedback I get is brilliant.
If you don't mind me saying, I would have thought, I think if you told me, especially as a young lad, you know, oh, sales and marketing manager, I wouldn't think you'd be that hands-on with the plants, you know, but obviously you were.
I was marketing plants.
Yeah. But you're always out and doing stuff, so that's great. If someone's even doing a sales and marketing degree, they can still get in touch with the environment, is that right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Isn't that buzzard?
Is that what that is?
There.
Here he is. This is a wonderful spot. I really do appreciate it, Dave.
You've not seen it yet.
I know. We're going to go for a little bit of a walk in a bit,
Yeah.
but I've got a few more questions for
Not a
you, if you don't
problem.
mind.
Tea's good, by the way.
Good. That's what we like to hear. You got it eventually. I'm going to have a sip of drink.
I'm
Everybody
ready.
behind the camera's happy? Jolly good.
What sort of tea is it?
Yorkshire. Just the best.
That's what we have.
Yeah. It's never quite as good from the canteen.
No.
I don't think. It's got that canteen flavour, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's all right.
When you're in the field, that's the
Yeah.
way you do it, isn't it? Yeah. Good. Well done. Thank you, mate.
Do you
Really
want me to
good
talk
point.
about balsam for a bit?
Dave, that's a brilliant idea.
Right.
So I reached out to you because I'm making a channel about balsam. However, we are late August now, and a lot of the advice. I spoke to Yorkshire Wildlife Trust last week. Keep making that mistake, don't make that mistake.
No.
And they said, yeah, probably best stopping the balsam bashing now. I've come to you, Dave, to talk about every other plant that we can talk about.
Well, going back to the balsam.
Balsam.
Me and Bob, we go for walks, and we started at the beginning of this year, and we were showing balsam, and it comes up like crap. Start from very, very beginning. It grows from seed every year. It isn't perennial. Perennial means it lives for many years.
Yep.
Okay. It's an annual. It means it grows for 1 year. So you set the seed, it grows, flowers, seeds, and then dies.
Okay.
So that's what an annual is. So this is just an annual. So it only grows from seeds. If you stop it flowering, it won't set seeds. If it doesn't set seeds, it's gone.
Okay.
Now, what me and Bob did, we showed people when it was coming through, it was like cress.
Yeah.
And there was a carpet of cress. And I was sat there pulling all the cress out, saying, this is how you get rid of Himalayan balsam when it's little. And then it got to that size in the next couple of weeks, and we're pulling out a little bit bigger.
Right.
And then it got to that size, and then it got big enough where we were starting to whack it with sticks.
Yeah.
And then it's got to this size now, where it's starting to fire back at you. Because as you hit it, it shoots a load of seeds back, which is dispersing its seeds.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of seed on this plant that's not ripened yet.
Okay.
So although it's going to fire some back at you, and it's a bit late, it's too late to be balsam bashing.
Sure.
But, because it's going to fire its seeds and reseed again. But there's still a lot of seeds up there that you're going to kill, even now.
So if they're white, they're not going to, when they fall on the ground, they're not going to...
If they're white, they're not ripe. They've got to be black.
Interesting.
And the seed pods have got to ping and fire. And they only do that when they're ripe.
And it spreads over quite a big area when they're ripe.
And from every pod you probably get about 10 seeds, and it ping. And we've seen them growing on a piece of log in the middle of the river. They grow everywhere. They grow, but they need wet. This summer, because it's been hot and dry, we've been laughing at the balsam because some of them have been really choking.
Really weepy.
They love it. They love Lancashire because it's wet.
Totally.
And that's why, and next to a river like this, I mean, there's balsam as far as you can see.
Yeah.
But if you just stop it from flowering, it will not seed. Okay. And if you stop it from seeding, Bob had some in his back garden, just over the fence.
Oh, right.
And it was a carpet like this. And it's probably took him a year, maybe 2.
Really?
To get rid of it. It's gone.
Right. Amazing.
And now it's all nettles, all back to normal.
Which is a good thing.
And every now and again you see a balsam coming up and you whack it. And that's what he's done. He's got rid of it. It's gone.
Guys at Yorkshire Wildlife Trust said me some of those seeds, 15 years they can last in the ground, according to the studies.
I was going to say that, actually.
Go on.
When you pull up or turn over soil, there's buried seeds in there. And they only germinate when they get to the right layer, which is a top centimetre-ish. So those buried seeds that are underneath, they can live for 15 years, as you say, but they won't germinate until you turn them up. So by balsam bashing and pulling them up, you could actually be turning up more seeds.
It's a complicated old thing, isn't it? It's a complicated old thing.
Well, I've brought a tool with me this morning, which I'm going to show you, and it's a long-handled telescopic secateurs.
Great.
And the balsam has a nuttle just above the root. And if you cut it below there, you can leave the root in. It'll never regrow.
Okay.
Because it's a dicotyledon. It has seed leaves, two cotyledons. It's got 2 leaves.
Dicotyledon.
It means 2.
Word of the week, right there.
Well, grass is a monocotyledon.
Monocotyledon.
And a dicotyledon's 2. So it's 2 seed leaves.
Brilliant.
And then where that seed leaf starts, that knuckle there, then the plant carries on growing. If you cut it above that, it can re-sprout and re-flower, even if you chop it off above that knot. But if you cut it off below that knot, that root will die.
Okay.
So with these long-handled pruners I've brought, you could just snip them all off, leave the soil alone. Because when in gardening, I do a thing I'm always talking about. It's called a stale seed bed. So you prepare your seed bed, you leave it, and let all the seedlings that you've turned up, let them grow. Then you hoe those off, and then you might get a few more. Then you hoe it off, and then eventually you've got what they call a stale seed bed. All the seeds that are going to, at the right level for germination, have germinated, so you can then put your peas and your your carrots and your veg in.
That's great.
And they're not competing with other seeds.
Gotcha.
It's called a stale seed bed. Same on a lawn. Do the same on a lawn.
Okay.
Well, you could do that with balsam.
Yeah.
If you keep cutting those seedlings off without disturbing the soil,
Yeah.
next year we're going to try it with a long-handled edge trimmer and go just above the where those first two seed leaves are, and go along and mow them all down when they're babies. That's the easiest way of getting rid of them.
I think some people would say, you talk me through this, some people would say you might be disturbing the other stuff around it by doing that, but if that's, say, brambles and nettles, they'll come back, won't they?
Yeah.
Because they're not
nettles come back from the roots.
There you go. Which balsam does not do.
Balsam does not do. Dock leaf comes back from most of these things will come back from their own roots.
Okay.
So you're going to lose the foliage,
Yeah.
but then there's going to be no balsam coming back, and then you get wild seeds coming in, and eventually you'll choke the balsam out. But you've got to create a stale seed bed.
Okay, all right. See, everybody I've spoken to has got a different tactic. I think the thing about balsam for me, and the reason I wanted to start this, was it starts all these conversations. It's all experimenting, interest in nature, and sort of seeing the results of different things. You're going to do the thing with the edge trimmer next year.
When they're little seedlings, yeah.
I'll have to try and catch up with you, see what the results are.
And I'll show you the telescopic pruner now, how I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
And I was watching people about balsam bashing, and thinking how hard work it was pulling them up, cracking them.
Yeah.
And with the hot weather we've had, they're like concrete at the moment.
Right,
pulling them up's quite hard.
Yeah,
But if you just snip them off below that knuckle, that's it.
Okay.
You could use a hoe, a simple hoe.
Oh yeah, sure.
A Dutch hoe. Me and Bob have done videos on this.
Okay.
Where we've gone in the wood with a Dutch hoe and hoed them all off when they were babies.
Fantastic.
And then you can if you kept doing that, gone.
Next year I'm going to give this a try.
Yeah,
Definitely going to give this a try.
I'll come and have a go with you, Al.
That'd be perfect. We'll have you down our ends next year.
Because what I'm finding is that I do a video, but that's people don't watch 2-year-old videos.
No.
They only watch the one that goes up today.
Well, there you go. And you've done how many videos now? Hundreds? Thousands of videos
I do one a day, and I've been doing it for 2 years.
Wow.
And then I do different ones on YouTube.
Yeah. And you've got your TikTok and your Instagram as well.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads.
Yeah.
I've got a cracking community with 10,000 people in it now called Dave the Plantman's Chatterbox.
Oh, lovely.
And people will find a plant and say, "What's this, Dave?"
Yeah. And
before I've even seen it, 20 other people have told them.
Oh, how nice.
And it's a great community.
Your own little sort of army of people
Dave
getting
the Plantman's
together.
Chatterbox, yeah.
Can I join that?
Yeah, of course you can. It's
That'd
on
be lovely.
Facebook.
Oh,
yeah.
brilliant. I'll definitely do that. That's what it's all about, bringing people together, isn't it? I think that's what I was coming on to say about the balsam. It starts with the balsam bashing, but it's not all about that. It's about going out together and finding these things out.
Well, I did some, see, when you're doing social media, you don't know who's watching you. And somebody from the Canal and Rivers Trust had seen me bashing balsam down the side of the canal. They contacted me and I went and met them with the volunteers.
Okay.
And apparently the volunteers, when I was chatting to the volunteers, they love it.
Really?
At first they just wanted to do something.
Yeah.
But once they got into a clique of all these volunteers, they were going down the canal, and they were planting hedges. We did hedge planting that day, or we did wild, it was, they were planting blackthorn.
Yeah, lovely.
And they just got a load of hazels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were just planting wild plants down the side of the canal.
Yeah.
But they just loved the community spirit of being a volunteer and meeting people and getting out.
Great.
And it was pouring down, and they didn't care. It's good fun.
They're fantastic. And some of those people wouldn't have been sort of outdoorsy people to begin with?
Not really, no.
There you go.
I mean, I've grown up out being outdoors.
Yeah.
And I mean, my dad used to say to me, "Your skin's waterproof."
But to tell you the truth, I wasn't an outdoorsy person at all. I wasn't as a kid, not at all. Football, that was it. That was the only thing that really got me outdoors.
I'm not sport at all.
Well, there you go.
I've had asthma as well. That's another thing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was completely against sport. I was always out in the wild, always. But I was a young ornithologist, a bird watcher when I was little.
Oh, nice one. That's your bird calls, I've noticed as well.
And there's a great app called Merlin. I don't know if you want to promote that one.
I've tried it. In
Brilliant.
fact, chuck Merlin up there. Me and executive producer wife approve of Merlin thoroughly.
Brilliant.
It's amazing.
We heard one screeching. We thought it could have been an owl other night.
Oh yeah.
And it was a sparrowhawk.
Oh, very nice.
I didn't recognise it, and I went, "What's that?"
Yeah.
Got my Merlin out. Sparrowhawk.
You feel like you're collecting them all, don't you? When you
Well,
get
once you've heard them, we had chiff chaff the other week.
Yeah.
You know, and once you've heard it, once you know it, it's a chiff chaff.
He says chiff chaff,
You know.
chiff chaff, doesn't it? Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
There's a good question. All right.
The scale of it seems like you have an impact.
Yeah, totally. So I'll put Alex's question, pretend it was my own, like I'm a clever person. This is a lot of balsam, Dave. What do you think it would take to sort this out? Could you have a small army of people having a go at it, and would it make a difference?
What you'd have to do is come early in the season and get the balsam when they were little, and then come back and get any survivors. And if you had a gang going down the sides of the rivers, you would definitely put it into them.
You
Definitely.
reckon?
Oh
That's
yeah.
great.
I mean,
Great.
as I said, the back of Bob's house, it's only took him maybe 2 years to get rid of everything.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing is with balsam, on New Year's Day we would have been sat under 2 metres of water.
Yeah.
So it washes all the seeds down.
Gotcha.
So it reseeds the area.
From the river
From
area.
the river.
Yeah.
So you've basically got to come every spring
Yeah.
and mow them down and don't let them flower.
Yes.
And then if everybody did that, they're edible. You can eat the leaves, you can eat the shoots,
So
you can
I've
eat
been
the
told.
seeds,
Yeah.
you can eat the shoots, you can eat the seeds, you can eat the flowers,
Yeah.
you can put them in gin and tonics.
Ooh.
So, and it's the same with Japanese knotweed. You can make rhubarb crumble equivalent of out of Japanese knotweed shoots, but you're not allowed to move it. If you've got it growing in your own garden.
Oh, okay. But it tastes nice?
I always eat it on video.
Do you?
Crack it off. Tastes like very similar to rhubarb.
Okay, I
And
kind of like a bit of rhubarb.
In America, they use it as rhubarb crumble, Japanese knotweed crumble.
Lovely.
So if more people ate these things,
Yeah?
it wouldn't be as prevalent. I always say a plant can't live, even if it's a perennial which lives in its roots.
Yeah.
A plant can't live without leaves. A plant has to photosynthesize to live. So if you keep cutting the leaves off, even on a Japanese knotweed, you keep cutting the leaves off.
Yeah.
Now you're not allowed to transport it, move it, or anything by law.
Okay.
But if you don't ever let it get leaves,
Yeah.
and its job is to grow leaves. So if you look away for 2 weeks, it'll be back.
Yeah.
Just keep cutting it.
Okay.
It'll never get leaves. It will, and it might take a few years because they have a root like that that's
right.
full of energy.
Right.
But it will run out of energy eventually.
And you've not used any chemicals?
And you've
then?
not used any chemical, and you've not dug it up.
Yeah.
It will exhaust itself, keep trying to grow, and you just keep doing that every week.
So same principle with everything?
With everything.
That you don't
and
want.
Now with balsam, because it's an annual, that's just don't let it seed.
Fantastic.
And people go, oh, I tried that and it grew back. Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
That's its job.
Yeah.
It's like Merce tail. You will get rid of it if you have to. One of my sayings is you have to be more persistent than the most persistent weed. And if you're more persistent than it, you will win.
Yeah.
If you decide I've done it once and it came back, of course it will.
Yeah.
You've got to do it again and again and again and again and again.
And that's, as a plant man yourself, the one thing that you know better than people who aren't involved with nature, I suppose, is the fact that every year this stuff all starts again, doesn't it? It's a big old cycle.
So you've just got to be persistent. Now,
be persistent.
on a river where it floods, then but in your garden, zoom it off when it's little. Zoom it off.
Okay,
Keep zooming it off.
Great.
And eventually it's gone.
Well, you heard it from the experts, folks. Listen to Dave on nearly everything, I would say.
Can I get my catchphrase in? Interesting fact.
Hey! I wasn't going to ask, but we got it. That's made my day. Well, thanks for your time, Dave. We've actually got more episodes coming up with Dave in a few weeks, so stay tuned.